America, New York City, September 11th, 2001, 8:46 a.m. The bustling heart of Manhattan suddenly silenced as Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower. Minutes later, a second explosion. Chaos, fear, and fire consume the skyline. The world changed forever. What really happened that day? A terrorist attack, or something more? Let's uncover the untold story of September 11th. Welcome to GEM TV. In this video, we've broken the story into 6 segments for a clear and engaging journey. First, the events of September 11th and the importance of the World Trade Center. Next, conspiracy theories, inside job or terrorist attack. Then, official perspectives from global powers like the US and Russia. We'll also cover America's response, the long-term effects of 9/11, and how it changed the world. Let's begin. Now, let's revisit the devastating events of September 11th. What exactly happened on that tragic day? September 11th, 2001, 8:46 a.m. American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 struck the South Tower. Less than 2 hours later, both towers collapsed. The Pentagon was also hit, and United Flight 93 crashed in Pennsylvania after passengers fought the hijackers. The World Trade Center wasn't just iconic architecture, it was a global hub for finance and commerce. Al-Qaeda targeted it to send a chilling message. Even the mightiest are vulnerable. What's lesser known is that the towers were designed to withstand airplane impacts, fueling conspiracy theories we'll address next. Now, we cover one of the most debated aspects of 9/11. Conspiracy theories. Was it an inside job or a terrorist attack? Officially, the attacks were carried out by Al-Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden, a wealthy Saudi exile and the founder of a global militant network. But some question the story. Critics argue the Twin Towers fell too perfectly, resembling controlled demolitions. Investigations, however, attribute the collapse to the impact and resulting fires. Building 7, which collapsed without being hit by a plane, also raises eyebrows. While FEMA and NIST cite fire damage, skeptics point to reports of explosions. Another point of suspicion. Donald Rumsfeld mentioned $2.3 trillion missing from the Pentagon's budget the day before the attacks. Some see this as more than coincidence. Though experts largely reject these theories, they highlight concerns about government transparency and public trust. What was the global response to September 11th? Let's take a closer look. The immediate reaction was shock and solidarity. President George W. Bush vowed to hunt down the terrorists. NATO invoked Article 5 for the first time, declaring the attacks on the US as an attack on all member states. This led to joint military action in Afghanistan. In South Asia, Pakistan faced immense pressure to support the US. President Musharraf later revealed that the US threatened severe consequences for non-cooperation. Pakistan became a key ally, but this came at a cost, fueling internal tensions and extremism. Globally, leaders expressed condolences and condemnation, though their roles in the subsequent war on terror varied. Now let's talk about America's response. How did the United States react to the attacks? America's response was swift. The Patriot Act expanded surveillance, and the Department of Homeland Security tightened border controls. The invasion of Afghanistan marked the start of a 2-decade-long war. The no-fly list, which now contains tens of thousands of names, was born out of post-9/11 policies. Critics argue it's riddled with errors, mistakenly flagging innocent individuals, even children. What were the long-term effects of 9/11? Let's uncover its global impact. Osama bin Laden's death in 2011 was meant to end a chapter, but the war on terror's consequences persist. Trillions of dollars spent, millions displaced, and new extremist groups like ISIS emerged. In 2021, President Biden's withdrawal from Afghanistan ended America's longest war, but it plunged the country into chaos, with the Taliban regaining control. The cost of this war is staggering. Over $6 trillion spent and countless lives lost. Nations like Pakistan and Yemen bear scars that may never heal. How did September 11th reshape the world? Let's explore the lasting changes. September 11th reshaped the world. Airport security tightened, surveillance expanded, and programs like PRISM allowed governments to monitor communication, raising privacy concerns. Islamophobia surged in the West, with Muslim communities facing rising discrimination. However, there was resilience, symbolized by the completion of the One World Trade Center in 2013. On the global stage, counterterrorism cooperation flourished, even between unlikely allies like the US and China. The attacks influenced trade, diplomacy, and global policies, marking a turning point in modern history. September 11th was more than a tragedy. It was a global wake-up call. Its legacy is complex, filled with lessons about unity, vigilance, and humanity's resilience. What do you think? Did the world truly learn from this? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this story insightful, like, share, and subscribe to GEM TV for more powerful stories that uncover the truth behind world-changing events.